Really, sort of today we're going to break it down exactly how to get more views, attract more subscribers, and actually grow your small YouTube channel in 2025. So we'll get into it today. So, why small channels struggle? So, it's a big thing. First thing is, why do most small channels fail to grow? It usually comes down to three things. It's bad titles and thumbnails. That's something that's really important in the YouTube video and YouTube general sort of spheres. No one clicks YouTube videos and YouTube doesn't want to promote your video. That's just linked to your title and to your thumbnail. You've got to think YouTube as a search engine. So YouTube is a search engine. It's the second biggest search engine behind Google. And really, in this case, you just want to think, how can you want to put yourself into someone searching your video. So what am I going to search to find my own video? Thinking like, okay, I'm going to be my target audience. What is my audience going to use? What is my audience going to sort of be like, okay, I'm going to type in this. Random content is a second point here where it's super important. Is if your videos are all over the place, YouTube doesn't really know how to show them to that audience. So it's sort of linked as well with the first point. First point, as I mentioned, is the title and the thumbnails. The thumbnails, again, I didn't really spend too much time thinking about it, but self-explanatory. If you're trying to make content on YouTube and try and build your channel, you're probably already watching YouTube videos. You only click on those videos because you attract them. For example, Mr. Beast, if we take sort of the prime example, most subscribed YouTube channel, Mr. Beast, what does he do? He actually tests multiple thumbnails whilst the video is live. So during the first 8 hours of the video, he tests so many different thumbnails to see which one brings the best click-through rate, or CTR. Third point, which is why small channels don't grow, is inconsistent uploads. The algorithm really favors creators who post regularly. So that's really something that you got to keep in mind. I've been posting regularly every Thursday since I think it was September, October. So I've been posting regularly, and now I'm really seeing the effects. My last video, which I post organically, is growing really well. It's getting more views than the others. There's nothing really majorly different compared to the others. Sort of the thumbnail is very similar. The title's the same, the video link's the same. All my content now is very similar to what I've been posting regularly, but you just got to keep in mind that it's sort of like a snowball effect, and that's something you got to keep in mind. So how do you fix that? Let's break it down really today. So we're going to break it down. So the sort of growth formula. You're going to find your niche, you're going to stick to it. So really that's super important. You've got to find your niche. So YouTube needs to know what your channel is about. What do you do? And that's something that's really important. You got to focus on your niche. You got to find your niche. If you haven't found your niche yet, you need to really sort of, write it down on paper. Okay, what do I do? What do I like doing? What makes me happy, really? What am I passionate about posting? And what I'm going to post. What's my channel about? So it could be food, drink, travel. In my case, it's enduro and bikes and the whole environment around it. As you can see on my channel as well, my older videos is very outdoor. You got some firewood cutting, some chainsaw stuff, which I still like to do, but I haven't posted any videos of that recently. And I'm sticking to my niche, which is the bikes. So you really got to focus on a specific niche. For example, as I said, if you're into gaming, don't play every single game. Stick to one or two, and then just kind of go down that route. So at the moment, for example, take a specific game, Arma 3, as some people know, some people don't know. You're going to just do content all about that one game or that genre. It could be simulation games, for example. And that's going to be your niche genre. But of course, you've got to enjoy it. Don't force yourself to do that sort of specific niche if you don't like to. Once you find your niche, your audience will start to, of course, recognize your content, and YouTube will start pushing it to the right people. So it's engagement. Once people start engaging, YouTube will push that towards the right audience and continue. So as I mentioned, that snowball effect. So you got to create click-worthy titles and thumbnails. Something that I love as a tool is Canva. Canva is a great tool. can have a free, you can have a subscription, been using it for years before it blew up. And really Canva is your go-to. If you want, you can, if you're sort of a bit more graphic designy, you can just do sort of like a Photoshop, but really Canva is going to be your main one. So really use create curiosity-based titles as well. I mean, as well now as a tool, ChatGPT is going to help you do your title and your description. So of course, give it prompts. I want YouTube optimized titles and descriptions. So as I mentioned, you got to use Curiosity, but at the same time, this is a search engine. So you got to really think keywords here on the search and what people are searching for. And for example, how to grow on YouTube. So instead of using how to grow on YouTube, say, I tried these 3 YouTube hacks. Here's what happened. So again, you got to think Curiosity. Oh, what actually happened? What did he do? What were those 3 hacks? And of course, as I said, the thumbnail is going to be clear, bold. Avoid too much text, but really focus on sort of the key points there. And then of course, your goal here with the thumbnail and the title is just one important thing, is click. You want people to click on your video compared to the one underneath it or before it. The hook, something is super important. Hook viewers in 30 seconds. Probably something I haven't done in this video, but I just wanted something a bit more natural. So if you start your intro boring, people will leave. You got to do a strong start. But once you start building your niche and your community, they will probably not tend to sort of worry too much at the start, and then if they're just interested. For example, me, it's all about long form content. I just vlog or film my rides and just sort of turn on the camera and I ride. So sort of keep that in mind as well. So, and then of course, as I mentioned, consistency is key. Like in anything, YouTube really loves the consistency. The algorithm loves that. So aim for at least 1 video per week. And if that's too much, pick a schedule that you can actually skip to. So really, a schedule is super key. Like in anything, if you're going to the gym, as everybody says, for the gym, to get better, to fitness, is consistency is key. To get anything in life, really, consistency is key. As long as you keep doing at it, you get better, better and better. So best thing to do as well with YouTube is to film a load. So if you don't have time, just film a batch film, record a load of videos, and then you can upload and schedule them to post. Something that I did for the whole month of October. I had so much content and I just bulk uploaded it, edited it and uploaded it. And I had content for the whole month, so that was great. So there's a few sort of hacks really for the algorithm. So let's talk about sort of the YouTube algorithm a bit more and sort of a bit more detail. Mr. Beast he released a free PDF, a huge PDF regarding the algorithm. He spent years and years studying the algorithm, so there's a bit more about that. So increase watch time. Make your videos longer but not boring, of course, and keep people watching until the end. So encourage comments. So like, for example, guys, leave a comment. Really, you got to engage with your audience. So say, for example, my bike. What bikes do you ride? For example, how do you fix your bike? What mix do you use for your two-stroke? What percentage of mix? What do you film with? What's your favorite camera? What's your favorite style of trial, etc. Encourage comments. That's super important. You've got to really get the engagement. And playlists is something super simple and overlooked. But you've got to organize your videos into playlists so people binge watch them. So for example, like the TV behind me, that's called CTV, Connected TV. You got YouTube on it. Okay, it's Sunday afternoon. I've just found your channel. I found gem of the channel. What I'm going to do, I'm going to binge watch all your videos. It could be in the background or something else, but just as, for example, you're going to classify or playlist all your videos. You got from trail videos to anything and everything. You can maybe do your vlogs. Then you got your cooking or something, anything. Just playlist your videos, and it's going to enable people to binge watch them one by one. And of course, if you can, use other channels to promote your own YouTube channel. So don't forget to share your videos, for example, social media or anywhere to target your audience and understand where your audience hangs out. So if you're doing beauty and fashion, it could be TikTok, could be Reels. If you're more niche like gaming, it could be a Discord, it could be Reddit, for example. My one, for me, is just sort of TikTok's quite good, and that's pretty much it. The mindset for growth is super important. growing on YouTube is not easy, of course. That's something that like it just takes time. I mean, like for example, my channel, I think I've had it for years. I've evolved from multiple different things. I did edits, bike edits. I've always been in the motorbike genre, the like enduro outdoors genre, but I've always sort of navigated across a little things. Gardening at one point with logs. I still do the logs. Might do some like firewood content. Firewood content is like quite big on YouTube. So yeah, gotta be patient, of course. Patient and really just sort of keep that sort of schedule alive and be patient. It's not going to be overnight success. And enjoy the process as well. It's fun, it's creative. I find it as a more creative outlet. Just if you like making videos, your audience will feel that energy. I really like making videos. I like editing. I like the whole process of being that sort of a creative outlet. Like when studying in sort of Canva, making lots of like visuals and videos. I always like that. I like the nerdy part of camera gear and editing software. And then of course it's fun. You get to, I mean for me, it's all about riding my bike, sharing that passion. It's just sort of an added fun bit on top. It's like the cherry on the cake. The cake is riding the bike, enjoying outdoors. But then of course, I get to be I like enjoying the fun of editing, creating content, publishing it. And as well, there's something about the numbers that's satisfying. Just seeing like, okay, I've just published this video. It's grown to, I don't know, it's probably my biggest one yet. The last one is the most biggest one with a natural. I'm close to 100 views. So that thing as well. The subscriber count as well is something you can focus on, but I like just to sort of see it growing like naturally day by day or weekly, of course. But day by day is not the case at the moment, but hopefully soon. But that's something you've got to keep an eye on as well. It's just numbers. Numbers are fun. I like the numbers part of it. Just looking at them and growing, understanding what helps a lot. As well as one thing, as well as a sort of an extra added tip for me is shorts. If you're making reels and TikToks, you just republish them on shorts. And as soon as you upload a video, upload a short at the same time. The algorithm's going to love that. So now I want to hear from you in the comments. Any channel whatsoever, what's the biggest struggle you've had or you're having with your growing your YouTube channel? Drop a comment below. That really helps, as I mentioned, engagement. So help me out and I help you out and help as much as I can. Also, if you found this video, of course, insightful, just hit that like button. Subscribe if you're all into the bike content, and hopefully see you in sort of the next one. We'll be back to bike content soon, hopefully, or maybe a bit more sort of this style where I'm going to chat a bit more about the upcoming enduro session, hard enduro sessions. We've got the enduro championship, hard enduro championship, so we can discuss about that. You've got the British Hard Enduro Championship as well that started. So there's a few ones that, of course, I maybe like to cover in this sort of format. As I mentioned, batch, create, and upload. If there's a subject that you can just talk about during a day and batch load, that's going to really help. So thank you so much for joining me today. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Cheers.